this morning with breaking news. Possible debris from the Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 is spotted. Search crews are being dispatched to try to determine whether two large objects bobbing in a remote part of the Indian Ocean are from the plane. We're told that a Norwegian ship just arrived in that area. So far, that crew has not spotted anything yet, but we will continue to bring you updates as they come in. Good morning, and thanks for choosing News Channel 5 this morning. I'm Corey Coffin. Let's switch gears now to a day many of us have been waiting for quite a long time. Today is officially the first day of spring, and we have our whole morning team here with details about this. Joining us now is meteorologist Taylor Knuse here to bring us what we can expect for day one of spring's weather temperatures, and News Channel 5 reporter Angela Vargas with all of that winter snowpack and how those levels could affect spring floods. Let's start now with you, Taylor. What conditions can we expect today?
Very spring-like temperatures, very comfortable with sunny conditions, and we're going to bounce back a little bit above what we typically see for our temperatures at this time of year. So it's going to be a beautiful Thursday for us here across most of western Colorado. And this mild pattern is going to continue for the remainder of this week and possibly the first part of next week. So hopefully you like 60s and dry conditions, because that's likely going to be the case for us here across the Grand Valley for the next several days. Now this weekend we are going to be looking at some active weather up in the high country in the form of snowfall, especially in the northern and central mountains, and we'll have more details on which areas will feel the impacts of that coming up in just a little bit. Corey?
Thank you very much, Taylor. And now let's switch it on over to News Channel 5's Angelo Vargas. Now, Angelo, as the snow starts to melt and winter is behind us, you spoke with officials who are possibly concerned about their snowpack levels and how it could impact our spring's flooding. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Corey. The snowpack levels increase could bring up a lot of questions for potential floods hitting some areas across the western slope. I found out what the current situation here right now and how to become prepared for a flood. Now, ServPro officials in Grand Junction say they inspect and restore homes related to both fire and flood damage, whether it may be accidental or by natural causes. They recommend to make sure to properly check water lines inside and outside of the home, especially if you have a swamp cooler. They said the harsh winter will make water lines break and could cause them to break once they are turned on again during the spring. And the National Weather Service says the environment may potentially play a role in increasing floods this spring.
We're running from about 125% to 130% of normal for snowpack in the upper part of western Colorado.
Meteorologists say the areas they are watching are in the upper Colorado River Basin in Mesa and Garfield counties. Also in the northern part of the Yampa River Basin in Steamboat Springs and in Craig. And something very interesting that the National Weather Service told me was that some of the most devastating flash floods actually have occurred after significant wildfires. Reporting live in the studio, Angelo Vargas, News Channel 5.
Thank you very much, Angelo. Definitely some good information to be aware of. And new information about a body discovered in the 3100 block of D&a-Half Road. Officials have ruled it as a homicide. Authorities recovered the body of 54-year-old Grand Junction resident Cody Germany near the driveway of a home around 4 a.m. yesterday. Crews were called out following the report of a gunshot heard in the area. Now, due to it being an ongoing investigation, officials will not be releasing any more information at this time, but we will continue to update you once details become available. And a fire in downtown Grand Junction displaces 21 people in an apartment yesterday afternoon. Neighbors called Grand Junction Dispatch shortly after 2:30, reporting heavy smoke filling the building at 942 White Avenue. Authorities arrived and quickly extinguished the flames in the evacuated apartment. Officials say the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Now, some people are expected to receive help from the Red Cross. Everyone escaped unharmed except for one pet cat who did not make it out alive. At the Capitol, Colorado lawmakers choose not to raise the tobacco age from 18 to 21. The Colorado House Committee rejected the proposal yesterday, failing by a single vote. Proposal was inspired by a new research on how many smokers start the habit as teenagers. Some cities already have 21 to smoke laws, but Colorado would have been the first with a statewide law if approved. Opponents to the bill say 18-year-olds are adults and should be trusted to make their own decisions on tobacco. Also yesterday was National Kick Butts Day. Smokers around the nation are still being encouraged to end the habit, and now with the help of a new app, they can do so. The Colorado Department of Health and Environment has developed a free app for smokers to download on their smartphones. The app tracks not only your goals, but also the amount of money people save from not purchasing a pack of cigarettes every day.
Notifications to help you fight these cravings that you may have. Like if you were to stop at a gas station, it sends reminders to you that you don't need to go in and buy another pack even though you're there, which is an amazing thing for those of us that do want to keep smoking but want to quit at the same time.
The app is linked to tobaccofreecolorado.org as well as social media outlets to allow users to have multiple resources to help them out. The makers have been testing the app with focus groups since October to make sure the app is as user-friendly as possible. And new this morning, Colorado's health department could begin funding a $10 million marijuana research study by next year if a bill to authorize new studies passes the Colorado legislature this spring. According to healthnewscolorado.org, officials want to determine whether pot has health benefits or harms people. The health department also wants to learn whether marijuana can help children who suffer from seizures and whether there are any harmful side effects. And keeping your kids healthy these days can definitely be a challenge. Now the Colorado Department of Public Health has a new plan to keep kids in child care centers healthier. The Colorado Department of Public Health is providing toolkits to child care centers that include recipes, menus, and even games to teach kids about nutrition. The idea is to get all child care centers on board to give our kids the right start. Health experts say kids need meals with low-fat milk, fruits, vegetables, grains, and lean protein.
News Channel 5 weather.
We're joined now by meteorologist Taylor Canoes for another update on our weather. And you know what else they need, Taylor? They need sunshine.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to get it here across the western slope. Plenty of sunshine for our first day of spring. And it's definitely going to feel like spring out there with some mild temperatures. And of course, with spring comes those allergies in the air. And of course, for us here in the western slope, we've been dealing with that for the past couple of weeks. And we're at moderate levels right now in Mesa County as far as tree allergies are concerned, especially the elm trees. So that's something to keep an eye out for. Grass and weeds we're in okay shape right now. Those typically pop up later on in the spring and throughout the summer months. So likely just the tree allergies are the biggest impacts we'll be feeling here over the next couple of months. Let's take a look at radar across the southwestern United States. You can see mostly dry conditions once again today as high pressure continues to clear things out for us here across the southwestern U.S. and it's also warming things up this morning. And across the Four Corners region, we're going to see a nice little boost in our temperatures later on this afternoon for our Thursday as well as the remainder of our work week. Now looking at satellite, we're waking up to a few high clouds across the Grand Valley. If you look outside here in Grand Junction, you can see those passing over the Grand Mesa. But for the most part, we're going to stay mostly sunny throughout the day today, and that will allow our temperatures to warm up rather nicely this afternoon. It is a little bit chilly as you head up towards the Roaring Fork Valley this morning with temperatures in the low 20s to upper teens. For us here in Grand Junction, we're sitting at 29 degrees right now, and heading out the door, I think that's where we're going to stay right around the upper 20s for us here in Grand Junction. Again, mostly sunny skies this morning, and southeast winds will be on the light side at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll break down more details on if this warm trend will continue heading into this weekend and if we have any active weather in store for us in the next 7 days. Corey? Looks
great. Thanks, Taylor. And would you like that weather on the go? Get the News Channel 5 weather app on your smartphone. It's free and has lots of interactive features. Just search NC5 Weather in your app store. For more weather updates, you can also check out our web channel at KREXTV.com and visit our Facebook page. Just search KREX News Channel 5. Coming up later in the show, how the American Heart Association's new guidelines for people using statins could impact you. But first, the American Civil Liberties Union of Colorado files a lawsuit against the city of Grand Junction. We'll tell you why.